Are you ready? Welcome home. Welcome home, love beings. Welcome home, super rock star seeds. Welcome home. My name is Melissa Brace, and I will be your multi-density cosmic tour guide today. We're going to do a little bit of a reading for the 888 Lion's Gate. So we're going to talk about the number 8, and if you're seeing 8s, and see what the significance of this gateway is for us today. So we're going to start with pulling a card and talking about the theme of the 888 gateway and see if there's anything that can help us as our energies as humanity walks through it in our personal gateways as well. So I am pulling. I need to set it up where it's closer. So we got I'm seeing evolution. So evolution. Look at that gateway. Earth, golden, surrounded in protection. Look at that gateway. Straight to source energy, all the way up the stairway to heaven right there. Archangel Sandalphon is represented in this, and we're seeing the evolution go just off the charts like never before in this 888 gateway and throughout the rest of the year. And what else did we get? Jubilance. Jubilance, Archangel Metatron right there. Most of us have worked with Metatron, I know, and this might be a good strengthening season with Archangel Metatron as we hold in place in alignment some of the things that we really do want for humanity, highest good of all, and be jubilant about it, joyous and sparks and stars. And look how the old system is no longer there. Huh? None. This is the new Earth, balanced whole system. And we got a little bit of light language around the edges, holding that jubilant energy for us in this gateway. So I woke up this morning and I felt like something had reversed. Then I talked to my co-host on the podcast that we are doing, and he said this, and this, and I'm like, it all reversed. That's what I was feeling too. And in this August energy, all the way through August, and in particular, this very strong, pure light energy that's moving through everything is bringing us into this shift that is just off the charts. I mean, off the charts. So when we think of 8s in the gateway, remember this is being reversed. So all of us have had to work really hard. We've had losses, lack mentalities. It's all been in all of humanity. And even if it looks like we're doing really well, we've all worried and been scared and stressed. And this 8 energy, this 888 energy, there's a lot of abundance. In a numerology, the 8, one of the main energies, frequencies of the number 8, the code in itself has been abundance. And it's been blocked for all of us for, tens of thousands of years. Not that we didn't have richness and good things, but there was a lack design put into the connection for all of us, and it feels like we just never got there. We were climbing the mountain and we never got there all the way. So the card of abundance says the energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment. It's like the fulfillment was taken out. The sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and a soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. So I'm feeling all of us in this 888 energy sort of just step out of that, like it's almost like the dam gates opened and it's like swoosh, and we're all taking off running. We don't quite know what we're running to, but we're running. Then we are going to realize in this gateway, step by step, the foundation that we've always been building all these years, and our purposes and missions and the reasons we came here to help humanity in different ways, to teach, to love, to share, to build, to connect, whatever it is, our foundations that we were building, no matter what it looked like in the past. The foundations is what's standing. Some of the people that we have known, some of the experiences we've gone through, it's not standing, it's not in this gateway. It's back there in the trash heap. But the foundation that we were always building, and that includes a lot of richness, wealth, abundance, and that means mind, body, spirit, soul, all different ways. So I'm going to just ask for all of us in this gateway that we can hold and sort of meditate, hold the state of being of abundance, richness, wealth, financial security, safety for all of us in the highest good ways possible. And so I'm really excited because it does bring that fulfillment. I love that word, the fulfillment inside that was lacking, that sometimes we were just exhausted or experiencing so much distortion around us in our world, or our lives, or our homes, or our families, our marriages, our lives, that we couldn't remember how to receive. And it wasn't that we didn't really know our worth. It was just that we forgot while we were running in the rat race or in the hamster wheel so fast to survive. And so as we go through, it could slingshot back a little bit some of the Lion's Gate gateway energy that was holding on to us, that wouldn't let us go. Could be some of those lower energies, like lack, or people that didn't have good intent for us, or all kinds of things that made us go slowly, and that could be grasping at our coattails. And it doesn't have to be people. It can be circumstances, energies, world circumstances that say, you are not allowed to think this way. The dam has broken open. The gateway's opening. We're at a pretty good pace forward, but we're kind of like, what? What happened? So just remember, if you feel a little bit confused, or if some circumstances are, bubbling up in your face, like, oh yeah, well, you have to do this and it's not pleasant, and so-and-so said this about you, and it was harmed your life and damaged your family and reputation and your income. It just feels like you go, no, I don't think so. And you keep running, keep going, because those can't come through this gateway with us. Those pieces, those experiences of all of the history of who we are can't come with us. So I love this. This is the main key to the 888 gateway, as well as the number 8. So if any of you are seeing 8s, sometimes there's a little bit of the code that's breaking away. That's what, as this gateway opens up, some of the codes are breaking away of the old, the inverted matrix, and the new codes bring actual cleansed, cleared, whole, divine abundance for us. And I'm real excited for everybody, because we are all worthy. And some of the cards I pulled, I just pulled out all the 8s, or anything that could add up to 8. And the next one is Alchemy. And when we slow down and we get off of that hamster wheel, squeaking, running for survival, trying to fix what was not fixed, we forget our alchemy inside, and that our holding those states of being the love and the peace and the companionship and the freedom and the friendship and the honesty and integrity can in itself be alchemy in our surroundings that sweeps away some of the heavy stuff. So you are the alchemist. You are the divine magician. You are the magic that holds this spark that we are igniting in humanity. You hold it and you emit it and anchor that in. This is part of your energy. This is part of your mind, body, spirit, soul energies. The alchemy card says the frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access this ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform miracles of transmutation. I like the way that that's being said. And on this card, I really like this. So imagine this is if this is your sacred union inside your divine masculine and feminine, and that true state of mind, body, spirit, and soul that we're holding, which is alchemy or magic, which is not necessarily a popular word because it could be like misstrued, but the alchemy in us can hold that in divine order. And so that we are creating and manifesting and building this new energy, what we truly choose inside, out of this divine energy. That's what's almost like holding the gateways open and blessing us as we go through, the divine energy that's blessing us as we go through. Gorgeous, wondrous. So the third one I've got for us that really can describe what's going on in this 888 gateway, Lion's Gate, is consciousness. Since number 17, and you add 1 + 7 is 8. Consciousness. Everybody everywhere knows, inside or out, even if you don't use the same words, is that we are balancing back into perfect order and tuning up all the frequencies of the cosmic heart in all of us, in the whole universe, so that our consciousness is cleansed and cleared from the lower dark energies, the demons, the darkness. And it's not that there's not bad stuff that could happen, or mean people, or addictions, or pain, but it is that they're no longer going to be able to find us in this higher frequency consciousness. And the consciousness also equates out to the world circumstances, how, if we would call it like a simulated reality, each one of us are in our own reality. And as each reality aligns with each other, we become higher consciousness, so that the highest good for all is in balance, and that darkness can't come in again. In essence, what we're calling new earth and ascension as well, while we're in this physical body, because we haven't done that before. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all of the multidimensional aspects that show up, so that we can include them in our reality. So when it comes down to it, in these next days, weeks, months, and years, we're going to go, oh, well, I don't have to be scared of that aspect, or I hate that one before, but I don't now, because I can be grateful and thankful for that understanding. And how does this fit into the big picture? It doesn't have to be right here. The part I don't like doesn't have to be right here. Oh, that other part I don't like doesn't have to be right here. And that other part that really, really made me cry, it doesn't have to be right here. How can we balance it out and put the abundance, richness, happiness, peace, love, and joy in the places that we do like, and it integrates everything in to wholeness, balance, and truth. So that's in what we are working on all these years. All the spiritual people that sound airy fairy and woo woo, some might have been right on target. And the target is that we balance consciousness so that it is there for all of us in happiness, fun, passion, joy, love, peace, everything good for everyone. And again, part of that is abundance, richness, prosperity, creativity. And that's why I think in the next days through this gateway, there's some judgment on how we've done it incorrectly before, or others have pointed at you saying you didn't do it like they wanted you to. So that was getting us stuck, and we couldn't get through the gateways as easily. And so some of that's breaking free as we go through this gateway. And now we can see how the benefits can touch all of us, from choosing the light divine path, which didn't mean it didn't have to have rock and roll. I remember back in the day, like, people were always trying to control me and all kinds of stuff. If you knew what the dark energies did to humanity or different people, especially the star seeds, the twin flames, and just try to hurt them and take them out and control them. So if you're having people like tell you how to feel, think, be. And I remember over and over, because I love heavy old school rock and roll, and some, little Pantera, little things like that. That's shocking to people, and they all go, well, you can't be so spiritual. And I'm like, what do you mean? I grew up with Ozzy Osbourne and so Prince, and what are you talking about? That didn't have anything to do with that. I'm a human being. I get to be my true, unique truth of who I am. And I remember several different people at several different times saying, well, you will no longer like this kind of music. And I was like, because I was thinking, they don't know me. You don't know me. And that was true. They didn't know that all the people that try to psychic me and do that, tell me what to be, they really didn't know what they were talking about. And any of the heavy stuff that was in something that we like, let's just say the apple. So the apple was in Adam and Eve's day. The serpent tempted her with the apple. Eat this. And then in the Sleeping Beauty, the Wicked Witch said, oh, here, are you hungry? Here's a beautiful apple. And so the meaning of the apple, which should be nourishment and life and fruit from the tree, was all tainted. Don't you think that some of our music was just because it had a little more bass in it, was tainted? Shush. So we can all be our eccentric true selves through this gateway, where we're going to recognize ourselves in the mirror, and hopefully others can recognize you too, and go, we don't like the same music, and you like a little more salt on your breakfast in the morning than I do, but I honor who you are, and it makes that gateway bigger, and our connection, like, I can always imagine us holding hands across the earth, our soul tribes and soul families in connection. Do we have to like each other? No. Do we have to know each other? No. But we can always support each other in our highest good, and that's what's coming together. And the darker pieces are going to be sling back a little bit more. And that means inside of all of us in the earth realms. So there's something going on in the energy. So I'm not sure if there's a little bit of tumultuousness in August. Something's up, something's weird. Down to the root truth is we are becoming free in this Lionsgate energy more than we ever have. Keep going. We're in mid motion, mid swing. And that brings me to the next card that I pulled of my favorite cards, which is number 26. 2 plus 6 is 8, and it's empowerment. In this time period, in this gateway, Lionsgate, and the eights also mean empowerment, your royalty. You can stand up in your own true royalty. That doesn't mean egotistical. That means your natural rights and state of being, which is royal, divine, child of God. It's one way to say it. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others. What did I just say? Uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. That's what I call the return of Christ right there. I'm hearing a little Bob Marley in the background. One love. Let's get together and be all right. So the next card I have to describe this 888 gateway, which is number 35. 3 plus 5 is 8, is perception. Our perceptions are changing all the time. All of us, you, me, them, those people, us people, those people, together, we are changing our perceptions. And that's a really groovy goodness of this world. It's super cosmic. And is it fun all the time? No, because it can really mind bend us, and it hurts some days as we peel away and transmute or cleanse, clear, heal the shadow. But I gotta say, when we're shifting that perception, it also expands us a little bit. Our evolution is on. Evolution, that was the first card we got. And when we are expanded to our true selves, we can stand up and absolutely not interfere in anyone else's, but be in our true selves. And that holds an energy of state of being that supports and nourishes and nurtures all others, everyone. So all the magicians, the alchemists, the mystics, the visionaries, the witches, the warlocks, the wizards of this world, that's the Gandalf that came up pure, white, clean. And this is also the state of being that the priests throughout time said that, only you can't connect with God source without me, because I'm clean, meaning mind, body, spirit, soul, and you're not. And so that's what we're doing, is we're continuing this integration to clean holiness, because you're holy. Yes, holy. That's what I said. The perceptions are shifting, and I think it's a good thing. And let's not let go of each other's hands, and certainly not go against each other. And in those times, all of us have felt anger, resentment, all kinds of things. But let's clear that out and stand in unity, not one world order or whatever that dark stuff is, because the dark tries to mimic us and then overtake our ideas and taint it. But we can stand up in the unity consciousness a whole lot more now. We don't know how all the way, but we will. And as our perceptions shift, better and better. Thank you for being you, by the way. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a good look. Take a really hard, deep look at it. What do you choose for you? I don't know. I kind of like, what do you choose for your reality? And as our realities connect, as they do, because we are one, ultimately, then these reality bubbles that each one of us are in can nourish and support and build and uplift each other instead of breaking them down and hurting them and hurting others. And the density of the darkness is being dissipated. So good job. Perception's changing. Yep, I'm hearing Bob Marley again. One love, one heart. Because the next card is number 44. 4 plus 4, which is a master number. 44 equals 8. And the universal love card is what we've got here. And it is through this gateway, some of us will be able to really feel that universal love as it sweeps up. It doesn't mean we will not be uncomfortable, have moments that are not easy, but this universal love, which I love this card, it's going to be more in the atmosphere. It could be in the water. Just better than the past. Oh my God. One universal love that was in the water, I can assure you. But let's put it in there. Sprinkle it in our alchemy selves. Universal love for all, highest good for all. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So, when in doubt, when you're sad, scared, mad, screaming, because we all have moments, and we do all have distortion, so don't be mean to your neighbors because they are a little distorted sometimes. Let go of them. Don't try to control them. Don't try to force them. Just take a moment and kick this universal love in, because all of the cosmos, all of God, source, creator will answer you anytime, anywhere when you need a little bit of universal love. And that's definitely what I hope and wish and hold and pray and meditate for all of humanity. You, even the ones that hate me and are trying to send me stupid, like weird, crazy things to hurt me or scare me on the social medias lately. It's a little bit funny to me because I'm just smooching it with universal love. So I cannot stress this enough. It just feels like there's for many of us, this is downloads that I've been receiving, connections with our true soul family, soul tribe, and a little bit closer, a little bit safer. Many people in humanity have felt alone throughout different lifetimes, this lifetime, yesterday, tomorrow. When you feel that way, just know that that is a false, dark energy that's trying to take us out of our capacity to walk through this 888 gateway, through the gate. And alone, separate, not good enough. Those things are transmuting, and we will continue our trek on healing the distortion, but we will hold that torch of true peace, love, joy, abundance, and this 888 energy, which is super like fiery, beautiful, glorious good. Let's see, what else am I getting? I would not like to use this term, but I am seeing the lion and the lamb together, and I am hearing the meek are inheriting the earth. Whether we understand that or not, it is happening, and the evolution to wholeness and peace in many, 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 many layers and gateways of who we are is truly activated and in motion. Many people might think of an idea that they want to shift their career, move across the country, call their soulmates or twin flames or their soul families, because everything's going to be okay between all of you. And if there's anything uncomfortable, remember to not fall for the tricks, the threats, the bullying, the degradation that all of us have lived under for so long. And just open up your eyes, your mind, body, spirit, soul eyes, all eyes, and align that back into the purity, the pure state of being, the abundance that there is enough for all. And there is truly no reason for anyone to be punished, left behind, abandoned, rejected, spit on anymore. So I'm very excited. And there's a whole bunch more about the eights. And the last thing I want to say is that the 8 on its side is that infinity as we come back into the circle of light, which I don't always see it as a circle in this awakening and in this ascension. It's infinity to me. Our souls will continue to balance. Our physical lives will continue to balance and come back into that infinite divine order that moves in beautiful, smooth, loving, glorious, gorgeous, passionate, good, creative ways as we come back into full circle with the divine in pure light. Thank you. If you're seeing 8s, your codes are being shifted and uplifted, and we're breaking on through to the other side. So lots of 8s. Notice that of abundance, safety, reversal of fortunes happening in that infinite light. Thank you, guys. Thank you for hitting the likes and the shares and the subscribes and getting that notification bell going and sending me texts and emails and stuff, letting me know how much you like a certain subject, or if there's something you want to know about or have about channeling. I appreciate you so much. And I love all of you. Blessings for your gateway, and welcome home. Welcome home, my family.